The TSA just dropped a fresh warning, and honestly, it's not surprising with summer travel already going wild. They're reminding everyone that you can't just bring whatever you want onto a plane. The TSA now has new AI-powered scanners, and they're already catching everyone off guard, even the seasoned travelers who thought they had it all figured out. Many items that used to be totally fine are now banned. Those little gray areas you could maybe get away with before? Gone! Thousands of people are walking into airports completely clueless about the new rules, and they're paying the price. Items are being confiscated, people are getting pulled aside for extra screenings, and yeah, some even missing their flights altogether. But don't panic. In this video, we're breaking down some of the most shocking TSA carry-on bans of the year. These are the biggest mistakes travelers are still making in 2025 that could get you flagged or even straight up denied boarding. And of course, we've got you covered with some TSA-proof travel hacks to help you skip those long lines, keep your stuff, and glide through security like a pro. Let's get into it. All right, so the first banned item, and yeah, this one sounds kind of weird at first, is a phone, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. Now, if you're thinking, why would the TSA care about an old phone? Well, here's the deal. According to the TSA website, the U.S. Department of Transportation, along with the Federal Aviation Administration and the Pipeline and Hazardous Materials Safety Administration, issued an emergency order banning all Samsung Galaxy Note 7 smartphones from any kind of air travel in the United States. That means you cannot bring it on your person, in your carry-on, or even stash it in your checked luggage, whether you're flying to, from, or within the U.S. At first glance, it might seem extreme that the government would single out one specific phone model, but there's actually a very legit reason. It explodes. Yup, the Note 7 had a massive battery defect that caused some units to catch fire or blow up, even mid-flight. Now, this phone came out way back in 2016, so you'd think everyone would know by now. But clearly, that's not the case. A TikTok video went viral in June, where someone filmed an airport sign straight up warning travelers that this phone is banned. The video got millions of views. And let's be honest, a lot of people were like, wait, what? So if by some miracle, you're still holding onto a Galaxy Note 7, maybe it's a backup phone, or you just love that old design, it's time to leave it at home. Or better yet, take this as your sign to upgrade. Seriously, this isn't just about keeping up with the times. It's literally about not getting kicked off a plane. The next and probably the most important TSA carry-on ban of the year is smart luggages. This one's a big deal and definitely the most important tip on the list. Because if your bag gets confiscated at security, you're not just losing a suitcase. You're stuck buying some overpriced replacement at the airport, scrambling to repack your stuff in the middle of a crowd, and praying you don't miss your flight. Now, let's talk about smart luggage. It's been a total game changer for travelers. Built-in chargers, GPS tracking, even self-moving wheels. We love the tech. But in 2025, the TSA is cracking down hard. If your smart luggage has a non-removable battery, it's officially banned from carry-ons. Doesn't matter if the battery's powered off. Doesn't matter if you've never even used the battery. TSA agents are pulling these bags left and right, no questions asked. So here's the move. If you're bringing smart luggage, make absolutely sure the battery is removable. If it's not, you better be ready to check that bag in, or risk losing it altogether. And trust me, this is one of those rules where TSA isn't playing around. And the same goes for powerbanks. Lithium-ion batteries of any kind have been banned from the cargo holds of passenger planes since 2016. But now, in 2025, the rules are even stricter. If your portable charger is rated over 27,000 milliamp hours or 100 watt-hours, it's not getting through. Cargo or carry-on doesn't matter. It's banned. And here's something most people miss. If your power bank doesn't have a clear label showing its capacity, or if the label is smudged or unreadable, TSA tosses it. No warnings, no exceptions. This rule got a serious upgrade after a portable power bank was linked to a fire that destroyed a passenger plane in South Korea earlier this year. The fire started in an overhead luggage compartment, and when investigators checked the wreckage, they found a scorched power bank exactly where the blaze began. Another carry-on ban that's been catching more and more travelers off guard lately is duty-free purchases. Now, you'd think that buying something inside the airport means you're totally in the clear, right? Like, if you passed security and bought it at a duty-free store, it should be fine. Well, wrong. TSA, and airport security in general, has started flagging certain duty-free liquids and items, even if they were perfectly allowed before. Things like sealed bottles of alcohol, high-end perfumes, even skincare products. And yes, they'll take it even if it's in that official duty-free bag. Why? Well, because some airports are now enforcing stricter liquid rules based on your next stop. That means even sealed items over 100 milliliters might get tossed if you have a connecting flight, especially if you're flying into or through the US. So here's your heads up. If you're buying duty-free outside the US, double-check your connection airport's rules. Some bans depend entirely on where you're flying through, not just where you bought it. The bottom line? Don't assume that duty-free means TSA-free. Because in 2025, even that fancy cologne could cost you more than just money. It could delay your whole trip. If you're enjoying this video, click the like and subscribe button. Also, turn on post notification so you can be notified when we post new and exciting contents like this one. Finally, heating pads. If you've ever taken a long-haul or overnight flight, you know the cabin temperature can drop out of nowhere. 1 minute you're fine, and the next you're freezing in a thin airline blanket, wondering why the AC is set to Arctic tundra mode. So it makes total sense that some travelers think, hey, I'll just bring a heating pad. But here's the thing. The TSA says doesn't approve. Heating pads are banned from use on the plane because many of them contain liquid or gel, which can be considered a restricted item. That's right. Even something as innocent as a cozy heating pad can raise red flags at security. Now, before you toss yours in the trash, don't worry, you're not completely out of luck. You can pack it in your carry-on, you just can't use it during the flight. So technically, it's not banned entirely, but it's still not as convenient as you might hope. If staying warm is a must for you mid-flight, you're probably better off layering up or bringing a travel blanket instead. Just don't try to plug in your heating pad mid-air unless you're looking to get flagged by flight attendants. All right, let's get into some TSA survival tips. Because if you've ever stood in a security line at 5 a.m. behind someone unpacking an entire kitchen, you know how stressful it can be. So, if you want to breeze through those checkpoints like a pro, here's what you need to do. First up, stop overpacking. This one is a biggie. Overpacking doesn't just make your bag heavier, it also ups your chances of getting flagged for extra screening. The more stuff you jam in your bag, the harder it is for the TSA to scan clearly, and the more likely they'll pull you aside for a bag check. According to Apartment Therapy, one of the most common overpacking mistakes is loading up on snacks, oversized toiletries, and mystery items that raise eyebrows on the scanner. The fix? Stick to the basics. Keep your liquids and gels in a clear, quart-sized plastic bag, and don't pack anything over 3.4 ounces. Yes, that giant bottle of lotion or your favorite iced coffee counts. If you're flying overseas, don't assume the rules are the same everywhere. While the US and most of Europe have similar liquid limits, some countries are stricter. For example, in the UK and many parts of the EU, you'll still need to follow the 100 milliliter rule, but how they enforce it can vary. Some airports also require that your liquid bag be completely sealed and presented outside your carry-on during screening. So always double-check with your airline or the airport website before you fly. A quick look at the rules now could save you a major headache, and possibly your favorite shampoo later. Next up, the empty bottle trick. And trust me, this one's a game changer. We've all been there. You buy a brand new bottle of water right before security, only to have it tossed in the trash like yesterday's leftovers. It's painful. But here's the TSA-approved loophole. Bring an empty bottle. That's right, TSA bans liquids over 3.4 ounces, but they don't ban empty containers. So pack a reusable water bottle, stroll through security like a pro, then just refill it at a water fountain or refill station once you're past the checkpoint. It's free hydration, zero plastic waste, and best of all, you skip paying $6 for bottled water at the airport. Bonus points if your bottle keeps water cold for hours. Just make sure it's actually empty before you hit the line, or the TSA will absolutely make you dump it out. This little hack might sound simple, but once you start doing it, you'll wonder why you ever didn't. And finally, if you really want to speed up your security experience, get yourself TSA PreCheck. For frequent flyers, TSA PreCheck is honestly a total game changer. It costs just $85 for a 5-year membership, and it gets you through security so much faster. With PreCheck, you don't have to take off your shoes, belts, or jackets. And you can even leave your laptops and liquids in your bag. That's a huge time saver, especially when airports are packed and security lines feel like they're never moving. If you're flying internationally, it's worth checking if your destination's airports accept TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. Those programs can save you even more time by speeding up customs and security back and forth. If you're ready to apply, just head over to the TSA PreCheck website for all the details and to start your application. Trust me, once you try it, you'll never want to go back to regular security lines. So, what do you think about this list? Did we miss anything important? Let us know down in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching.